Hi, I'm Ad Professor Tom, and I talk about sales, advertising, leadership, and the truth. Last week we began a several-week discussion about the term cancellation, what to do when a client wants to cancel. And we talked a little bit about rule number 1, which was educate before cancellation becomes imminent. Let's move on to rule number 2. Many times when you're working with a client, perhaps they bought something from you, but your belief in its ability to deliver is diminished because they didn't take what you knew would work. Or perhaps maybe they have some other problems within the business that keep them from being able to succeed. They might have poor salespeople, or a horrible delivery team, or their own back-end bookkeepers are cooking the books. I mean, there's 1,000 things that could happen. It's important, though, that as you progress, that you don't play hide and seek. I've mentioned that before. But make sure that you are working specifically with the client on holding to the rules. If you do that, they will know better as you continue to educate exactly what the expectations are and what they can or can't do. But remember, if you spoke to them about it before the sale, after the sale, before a cancellation was ever imminent, this should not be a surprise to them. But use your intuition. If you're closing a deal and they ask you to make concessions, and one of the concessions that you ask for in return is non-cancellation policy, and you feel that they're not going to be able to deliver on that, or they're not going to pay their bills anyway, or something to that effect, and we all know there's those clients or prospects out there that may not be the right fit for us, and we may not be able to do the thing for them because we can't do miracles that fix their business beyond just setting a bar that advertising does. You need to be willing to walk away. That is one of the hardest things to do in business, but if you know this is going to come to cancellation, even if I put all the policies in place, get out of it yourself. Ask to part ways before the sale is made, or even in some cases, this has happened to me before, where I offered the client the chance to walk away before I knew it was going to become an issue. Why would I deal with 3 more months of trying to pull money out of them when I knew they weren't going to follow through on what policies I set forward for them? I got out after 4 months instead of dragging it out to 7. And that is something that you have to be willing to do. Hold on to the rules, but if you know they can't ahead of time, get out early. Jim Collins talks about a stop doing list in his book Good to Great. This fits right into the mold of a stop doing list. If you know that you're taking bad business and it's going to cancel on you before you ever even get a deal signed, walk away from it. It might be the best thing that you ever did for your business.